business conference in Africa, okay? And there was a Nigerian businessman, a Ghanaian businessman, a Kenyan diplomat, a South African merchant, and a Namibian politician. And they were all meeting at this African summit. What language will they be speaking? Alright, you guys, welcome back to Anton's class. If you're new here, my name's Anton, and I'm all about health and wellness. Part of my wellness journey included relocating to Africa for a large portion of 2021, and I plan on returning in 2022. What about you? So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I definitely want you back here for my subsequent videos, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to keep you. I'm drinking this antioxidant drink, alright? It's nice and chilled. What are you drinking? Pull up a seat and let's get into this topic, all right? It's a potentially controversial topic, but, you know, that's just the way some things are. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is my perspective, of course, and this is based on my experiences, okay? So, as you know, as you should know, I started my journey in Africa in Rwanda, which is a very beautiful country, and then I ended up relocating down to Namibia, which is another very beautiful country, okay? And I decided to stay in Namibia. Now, one of the reasons I left Rwanda was because in my experience there, it was not really quite there when it comes to it being an English-speaking country. And my video that addresses that, I got attacked a lot by Rwandese people, by American people, by a variety of people who were either passionate about Rwanda, living in Rwanda, never even been to Rwanda, but planned to go to Rwanda. And yeah, I got attacked a lot on that video. It was mostly positive comments, but there were a lot of attacks, all right, continuously. So I went ahead and disabled comments on that video, as you can go and see for yourself, because it was getting pretty ridiculous, okay? And again, it was just the videos about my experience there. Now, so I wanted to talk about English speaking in Africa, because some of the comments that I was getting were from people saying, well, this is Africa. You should not expect people to speak English. That is a colonizer's language. All right. So if you want to speak English, go to America. Leave Africa. Africa's not for you. Okay. That's like the theme of comments that I had been getting on that video quite often. So I wanted to talk about that. First and foremost, all right, in 2022, as it stands, right or wrong, English is one of, if not the, primary languages of the world. When it comes to traveling, tourism, business, Hollywood, music, it is the primary language. It is becoming an official language in so many countries, okay? So whether we like it or not, that is where we stand today in 2022, okay? I also happen to speak English, as I'm sure the majority of you watching this video also speak English, okay, as a first language, if not a second language. Now, I had no choice in that matter, but it is what it is, okay, I speak English. And when I went to Rwanda, naturally, I wanted to be able to communicate with the locals. I was informed prior to going by multiple sources that Rwanda was an English-speaking country. In my experience, it is not there yet. They're on their way to becoming an English-speaking country, okay? And that's their choice, not mine, all right? That was their leader's choice to make English an official language. They're not quite there yet, but they're working on it, okay? In my experience, all right? That's one of the reasons I decided to relocate to Namibia. Now, speaking of Namibia, it is an English-speaking country. So there are, in fact, African countries which speak English. So this idea that, well, you shouldn't come to Africa and expect English is nonsense, because there are several English-speaking countries present in Africa as of today, all right? Namibia, South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, the Gambia, all right? These are English-speaking countries in Africa, all right, with millions of English speakers. So this false idea that if you want to encounter English speakers, don't come to Africa is ridiculous because there are English speakers in Africa. While I was in Namibia, I had zero issue communicating with the local Namibians. All right. So now let's get into native tongues, right? Because I know a lot of you are thinking, well, you should learn a native tongue. Absolutely. I say that in all my videos. If you go to Africa, even if you do speak English or French, if you're going to a French speaking country, you should work on learning a local language. Okay? It's just nice to have the opportunity to hit the ground running. When you first land, if you're planning to relocate to Ghana, you will be able to get started. Yes, you should probably learn tree. Apologize about my dog. You should learn tree if you're going to be settling in Accra, right? But you can get started. You could hit the ground running with English in Ghana, okay? English is a very important language in the world, and it is an important language in Africa, whether we like it or not. It's not going anywhere. English is not going anywhere, okay? So there's nothing wrong with expecting English to be spoken in a country in Africa in which you're traveling to. Okay, Rwanda is working on becoming an English-speaking country. It's not there yet, right? If you go to Senegal, don't expect English. They speak Wolof and French. Okay, if you go to Tanzania, expect Swahili. If you go to Mali, expect French and Bambara. All right? If you go to Angola, expect Portuguese. If you go to South Africa, you can expect English, which is nice. They speak other indigenous dialects, beautiful languages, but at least you can hit the ground running. Now, let's say there was a business conference in Africa, okay? And there was a Nigerian businessman, a Ghanaian businessman, a Kenyan diplomat, a South African merchant, and a Namibian politician. And they were all meeting at this African summit. What language will they be speaking? They're going to be speaking English, okay? Period. Because the Ghanaian speaks a beautiful language called Tree, but the Kenyan doesn't speak Tree. The Kenyan speaks Swahili. The Kenyan does not speak Xhosa either. The South African does. And the South African doesn't speak Yoruba. The Nigerian does. So what language do they speak when they come together? They speak English. That is becoming a lingua franca of Africa, right? I've heard propositions that we might decide to make Swahili an official language of Africa, okay? But I don't know how realistic that is, because what are the chances that a Wolof person is going to want to learn Swahili? It's a foreign language. Whether it comes from Africa or not, I don't think the Wolof really cares, okay? The Wolof speaks French and Wolof. I don't know how interested they are going to be in learning Swahili. It's a foreign language, okay? It doesn't matter that it originated in Africa. East Africa is quite different than West Africa. I don't know how many Zulus want to learn Swahili. Even though it's even in the same language family, it's a Bantu language. I don't know how many Oshiwambo people want to learn Swahili. Okay, because they speak Oshiwambo. A lot of Namibians who are Vambo speak Oshiwambo. They speak English, all of them. A lot of them are part Angolan, so they speak Portuguese. Some of them speak Afrikaans. And then you think they want to add Swahili? I don't see that happening. Okay? Especially when they already speak English, which they can carry into South Africa, they can carry into Nigeria, they can carry into Ghana, they can carry into Kenya, and eventually Rwanda. So English isn't going anywhere. All right? Whether we like it or not. It's not going anywhere. So there's nothing wrong with traveling to Africa as an American and expecting to be able to communicate with the locals. If you are a person who wants to travel there and does not want to learn a local language, which I recommend you do learn a local language eventually, but if you don't want to, you really don't have to in Namibia, for example. You can get by in English in Windhoek and Swakopmund. Okay, I had zero issues. Same if you go to Johannesburg, you can speak English and get around. Yes, you should probably learn. I believe in Johannesburg, the local language is mostly, I think it's Soto, correct me if I'm wrong, or Tswana, I think it's Soto. And if you go to Durban, you should probably learn isiZulu. If you go to, the Eastern Cape or even Cape Town, you should learn Xhosa or Afrikaans. Okay, but the point is, you can get by in English. So, you guys, there's nothing wrong with speaking English natively. There's nothing wrong with expecting it to be spoken. Yes, you should adjust to the local culture. That's not what I'm saying. Yes, you should learn a local language. I repeat, because I know there's going to be someone in the comments who probably didn't even watch the whole video saying, you should learn a local language. How dare you come to Africa? Not. I'm saying you should learn a local language. But I'm also saying that some countries do speak English already and that you will be able to get by just fine. All right? So, you guys, that's about it for this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, what do you think the future of Africa is? Do you think that they are eventually going to adopt Swahili as this continental language? I personally don't see that happening, at least not in my lifetime, okay? Because Africa's already a very diverse continent where so many people are multilingual, all right? I kind of see English becoming the official language, okay? Yes, I understand it's a European language. Yes, I'm aware of colonization and colonialism. I'm aware of the history. It's a very unfortunate history. But as of today, it happened. I don't have a time machine, and we can't go back in time and undo that. What we can do is work in that paradigm and try to create our own paradigm, of course, okay? And maybe Swahili will help with that. But I kind of don't see how, all right? Because we do have to be competitive on a global stage. And English allows us to have that ability, right? To compete on a global stage. Yes, Africa in itself has so many resources and people and almost everything it needs, but we're a global society, and the world is only becoming more of a global interconnected society. And right now, English is a language that would benefit all of us to speak. Okay? That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Yes, I would love to learn a local language. I really think I will either want to learn Oshiwambo if I do end up staying in Namibia more, but I'm kind of leaning towards maybe going to South Africa and maybe learning Zulu. Okay, because Zulu and Xhosa are mutually intelligible, so probably Zulu. But anyways, you guys, thank you for stopping by Anton's class. Please hit that like button, engage in the comments, let me know your opinion. What do you think? All right, I know this is a potentially controversial topic. Be respectful in the comments. Disrespect equals deletion. Okay, I will delete your comments, or YouTube deletes the comments most of the time on its own. Okay, so be respectful in the comments. Okay, you can disagree with me. I'm totally okay with that. All right, you can do that, but be respectful. Be respectful with the people in which you're engaging in the comments as well. All right. Okay, because Anton's class is all about health and wellness, and being disrespectful is not a wellness practice that I welcome in this community. Okay, so until next time, let's journey together, let's get well together, and thank you for stopping by Anton's class. Yeah.